when I was like a little boy. You know, it's probably like 6 years old. And like, I think I got like a game of like Braveheart. Yeah, I think that was a game. You know, it wasn't that fun, to be honest, that game. You know, it might have been kind of bad at it, but, you know, then after that I got the Game Boy Color. Never got the Pocket. Played like all the Pokemon games. You know, then finally, like a few years ago, got myself the 3DS XL. And it's like the Zelda edition. You know, it's like gold, but it's got this, you know, silicone case that I got on Amazon. Holy crap, it's 2 different pieces. You know, I forgot about that. I haven't taken it off in a long time. You know, 'cause it's like a lot easier to play it with them grips on it. Check it out, folks. And there's the Triforce from Zelda. So, you know, I'm real happy to have this thing. You know, I bought it off of like, well, a few years ago. Bought it off of, you know, one of my friends. And, you know, before that, you know, when the Nintendo DS came out, I got that. And I got Super Mario 64 DS. And a few other games. You know, and I think then I sold it or something. And then like a few years later, I got a DS again. And you know, I didn't play it enough. And then I ended up selling that one too. And so then, you know, a few years later, I got this one. You know, I bought it off a friend. Don't remember how much I bought it for. But, you know, I'm gonna go through these games. And, you know, talk a little bit about the ones I got. You know, it ain't the biggest collection, but it's pretty cool. So, first of up, we got Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. And you know, I didn't play this one that much. But you know, I think when I did, you know, it was pretty fun. You know, it was pretty good graphics too, if I remember. Discover the epic world of Monster Hunter. Journey through more than 200 exhilarating quests. Battle larger-than-life monsters with new lock-on targeting. Forge one like, also I didn't play that much. You know, it's one that came with it, that I bought with it. But, you know, what I did play, I think I liked. You know, like a lot of different cool abilities. So that's another cool game. You know, I probably should play that because it ain't that bad of a game. Well, this next one, I definitely beat, and it was really fun. You know, it's called Mario 3D World. Super Mario 3D Land. You know, this game kind of reminded me of Super Mario 64. Just a little bit. But, you know, when I played this, I believe I, you know, earned everything you can. Like I found, coins and all kinds of stuff. You know, whatever you could unlock, pretty sure I unlocked. You know, that game's got pretty cool box art, if you asked me. Classic Mario action with a modern twist. Mario leaps into a new dimension. Mario returns to his roots and an all-new adventure in 3D. Tanuki's suit and more. Boomerang suit. Propeller box. Tanuki's suit. 3D graphics and gameplay. Leap and stomp with precision with the new 3D view. Extra challenging. Beat dozens of mystery boxes and trade them via Street Pass. You know, this was a fun game. And that reminds me, you know, I don't got my copy Super Mario 64 3D, well, DS. So I ought to buy that game again because it's so dang fun. And it brings back quite a bit of memories. I remember when I was in kindergarten, you know, my one friend already had a Nintendo 64. And he would always tell me how fun it was to play. And I would be always wanting to get one. But I don't think I got one for another 3 or 4 years. So this game's called Super Tamagotchi Life. And you know, this game's pretty cool. You can do a lot of stuff in it. Your friends, your job, your life. What happens when all your favorite people move into the same apartment building? It's time to find out. Bring me's to life. Personalities and voices make me characters act and talk like got is a real treat for you folks. It's called Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo 3DS. And this game's a fun one. You know, always like them Smash Brothers games. And it's fun playing this one on the handheld device. You know, it's real similar. And the graphics are still pretty dang good if I remember. You know, it's been a while. Well, maybe a few months since I played this one. But like, definitely a good game. And it was like a dream come true to play the Smash Brothers game on the Game Boy. Now this one is a classic, and it's called The Legend of Zelda, The Ocarina of Time 3D. You know, this game's real good. I had this back on the Nintendo 64, and then I had to get it on this, cause playing that on the handheld, wherever you want, is like real cool experience. And the graphics are updated from the Nintendo 64. Legend for the Ages spans a new dimension. Follow your destiny through mountains, dungeons, and time itself to thwart Ganondorf, the evil King of Thieves. Experience Link's greatest adventure, remastered in glorious 3D. Once you beat the main game, a new mirrored version of the challenging Master Quest awaits. You know, I went back, a few years ago, before I had this one, and I, finally beat it Ocarina of Time on a Nintendo 64. Cause, when I was young, I don't think I ever beat that game. So I finally did. And it was real cool to do that. The next one, I definitely beat back when I got it. And it's called The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. And that's, the game that came after the Ocarina of Time. And this is my favorite Zelda game of all time. Because, there's like a lot of emotions in that game. And I always really liked the masks. The world will end in 3 days. Can you stop the apocalypse in time? A twisted skull kid will destroy the world in 3 days by sending the moon crashing down. To stop him, Link must collect powerful masks and relive easier to find out how to do stuff. 'Cause like, I remember you write in your notebook a lot more than you did on the one for the Nintendo 64, I think. And you know, I loved all the ways they made that game cooler. You know, well guys, that's my, Nintendo 3DS collection. More games to come, possibly. Maybe that Luigi's Mansion one. That looks pretty cool. And that was a good game on the GameCube. You know, guys, but other than that, thanks a lot for watching. And if you liked the video, consider supporting me on Patreon.